Welcome to Shoreline Learning and Development Video Snapshots. These snapshot videos are designed to complement your normal learning materials. My name is Brent Walker, and the subject we will address in this snapshot is the second subject in the design section of the TAE. That being TAE DES402A Use training packages and accredited courses to meet client needs. There are 5 elements in this particular unit. The first being select appropriate training packages or accredited courses, analyze and interpret the qualifications framework, analyze and interpret the units of competency or accredited modules, contextualize the units and modules for client applications, and analyze and interpret assessment guidance. The first element, select appropriate training package and accredited course. To source the appropriate information, you need to go to www.training.gov.au. And before we get into an actual selection, I'll just take a few minutes to run through how this website works. On the first page you will see a quick search, much the same as shown below. If you click on the right hand search button without entering any information at all, you will get a page looking like this. Now you may need to untick all but training packages as shown there before you hit search, but training packages is the only one you want ticked. And what comes up is a list of the training packages. Now, as at August 2012, there were 71 different training packages. A package basically describes the industry or field it focuses on. So if you click on the first one, MEA 11, you will find, and this is just a small portion of what comes up on the website, but it gives you a list of the qualifications within that package. Now our little screen here only shows up to Cert 4, but as you can see it starts at Certificate 2 and it actually goes all the way to an advanced diploma. Now before you can decide on what level is going to suit your client, you need to understand a little bit about each level. So what we have here, this little grid shows level 1 or certificate 1. There's a summary describing what that level's about. And in this instance, graduates at this level will have knowledge and skills for initial work, community involvement, and or further learning. Now if you just duck across to level 5 or the diploma level, graduates at this level will have specialized knowledge and skills for skilled paraprofessional work and or further learning. So you can see from Certificate 1 to Certificate 5, there's a fair degree of difference. At level 5 or diploma requires more experience, knowledge, or even prior training than in level 1. There are PDFs or Word documents for training packages and the qualifications that you can download from training.gov.au, and the PDF covers headings such as the modification history, a description of the qualification or the package, the pathways, the licensing regulatory information, entry requirements, employability skills, and packaging rules. Now if we go back to our certificate level listing, and we click on the top one, MEA20511, and download the PDF from that particular qualification, we will find in that PDF we have all the headings I've just been through plus packaging rules. Now the packaging rules for this MAE20511 and for every other qualification you pull it down for, it specifies the total number of units. In this case it's 15 to do the Certificate 2 level. Those 15 units are made up of 14 core or compulsory units and 1 elective. The PDF also provides the units and the options available, and the options mainly relate to the elective units. So to analyze and interpret the units of competency, you download the PDF or Word document for the units you would like to include. Now they cover things like each PDF for each unit, the modification history, the description of the unit, application, licensing, prerequisites if any, employability skills, and elements and performance criteria. And it's shown in the same format as I've got here. Elements describe the essential outcomes of a unit of competency. Now there may be 1 element or there may be 6 or 7 elements. The performance criteria for each particular element covers the performance needed to demonstrate achievement of the element, and where bold italicized text is used, further information is detailed in the required skills and knowledge section of the PDF and in the range statement. Assessment performance is to be consistent with the evidence guide, which is also within that download. And that brings us now to element 4, which is contextualizing units and modules for client application. What does contextualization mean? It means tailoring the unit to suit specific needs. In practice, contextualization means that RTOs may modify units of competency to reflect the outcome required by an individual and or a workplace. This may involve the provision of additional information to suit particular learners or specific workplace requirements. However, they must not remove the content of any of the elements or the performance criteria. They must not distort or narrow the competency outcomes and limit their use. They must not diminish the breadth of application of the competency and reduce its portability. In that same download, you'll find information covering our element 5, analyzing and interpreting assessment guidance. The left-hand side of this little chart shows the headings they come under, and on the right-hand side you would have particular information for the particular unit, whereas this one's just a generic explaining the headings. So firstly, you'll have an overview of assessment, which describes how the unit of competency should be assessed. You have critical aspects of assessment and evidence required to demonstrate competency in this unit. These are basically the essential standards of assessment. Context of and specific resources for assessment. Essential resources required for completion of assessment requirements of this particular unit. And lastly, the method of assessment. Standards and examples of appropriate assessments for the unit. All are in the PDFs. Well, I hope you've enjoyed our second unit of the TAE, use training packages and accredited courses to meet client needs. You've just watched the second unit. If you're continuing on with the TAE, the next snapshot video you should view is TAE DEL401A, Plan, Organize and Deliver Group-Based Learning, and it can be found on our Shoreline Learning and Development YouTube channel shown on this slide. I hope this has been helpful and wish you good luck.